Hi everyone, this is Jasbir and in this video tutorial we are going to see how to create an application in Android using Eclipse whose purpose will be to sum two numbers and display the output in a new element. For this, fire up Eclipse, create an application sum two numbers app, file, new, Android application, project, sum two numbers app. Okay, so this will be my project name, which will be one word. Let the package name be this. Minimum required SDK is Froyo. Target SDK is, let it be Jellybean. Next. Okay. Okay, Jellybean, fine. Next, next, next. Create activity blank activity. This will be this will be screen of my application. The first part, this is the activity name, let it be main activity, and this will be activity underscore main. This will create, the first one will create a Java file which will contain the coding part. The second one will be .xml file which will be responsible for creating the design or layout of the application. Finish. Now my first application has been created. If we see this one, this is the Java file which contains the coding part, and this class is linked to this activity underscore main dot xml file, and this dot xml file is located in this resource dot layout dot activity underscore main dot xml, which we can navigate using resource, R for resource, then layout, then activity underscore main dot xml. Okay, this is the application in the raw format. Let's enhance it. I don't require this one, hello world app, so select and delete. The first thing that we want is, we want to add two numbers, we want to add two integer numbers, so we require edit text so that we can also change or add something. So for the integer part, I'm going to select this one, numeric data. This is edit text 1. Since it will be for the first number, let me rename this element edit id, let it be n1, edit text n1. Okay, we can see it all from right side also. And right now this screen is using relative layout. This is a much easier, using this layout it becomes much easier to place your elements as you want. Create one more element of edit text type. Okay. Let's rename this one edit id. It will be for second number, so it is edit text n2. I want a button. This is the button. Let's say it button sum. Right now if we click here, we see this shows that the id for this is @ plus id button 1, means button 1 is the uh, name of this button. I can, to change it, the best way is to right click and edit id button calculate sum. Okay, this button will find the sum. I want the text on this button also to change. For this, click this button and change this text calc sum, so that by the name of this button also it becomes obvious what it does. So the output I want to show in this text view element, I want not small, I want somewhat large text. This is large text. Let's rename change the ID. This is text view type of element. Let it be output, text view output, or text view result. Okay, now my design part is ready. Let's code. We see there are this is star activity underscore main.xml. That means this layout file has not been saved so far. So either I press Ctrl S or click this one, save button. Now this star is gone. That means this file has been saved. To save this, or to save all the files in this project, I can simply click on this save all button. Let's go for the coding part. For this, there are now 4 elements: edit text, which is this one, edit text n1. This is also edit text n2. This is button calc sum. This is text view result. I can change the text which is being displayed over here by right clicking and typing the text result. Okay, result. Place it in the center. For this, save all. First of all, let's refer these elements edit text n1 and edit text n2. For this, go to the Java file, go to the very first line. Since we want to refer these controls edit text n1 and edit text n2 with two variables, let me refer this one with e1 and let me refer this one with e2. For this, I'll type, since both of them are edit text, so my variable name will also be like this one, edit text. I don't have to type everything. I just type some partial string and then control space bar. It shows edit text Android widget because the controls which we had placed, they are in the widget section. That is why this shows Android. Let me show once again. It shows Android widget. Click this one and press enter. Now if you see in the import section, a new statement has been created automatically by Android SDK, which is android.widget.editText. Let the first element be e1 is equal to, okay, let's declare only here. Similarly, I want to declare the second element for edit text n2, which will be edit text, control space bar, e2. To refer the button, the class will be button, control space bar, button b, and last one is for this one, which is text view result. So to refer this, I'll type text view control press enter, which is t semicolon. Now this is my onCreate method of this main activity class. Here I can refer to the required variables. To I want E1 to refer edit text N1. So my statement will be E1 is equal to find view by ID. Just type this much and press Ctrl plus spacebar. Now it shows the input or the parameters for this will be int ID. So I'll type R dot, I select ID dot, my first element was edit text N1. Go to the end, press type semicolon and press Ctrl plus 1. It will tell us that to add cast to edit text. So I'll click this one because it shows as an error over here for some warning like type mismatch cannot convert from view to edit text. That is why it will cast. Now this cast has been created. Let's refer to the next element, which is E2 is equal to find view by ID R dot ID dot edit text N2. Go to the last semicolon, Control plus 1, add cast. Now let's add button element. B is equal to find view by ID R dot ID dot button calc sum. Lastly, let's refer this element text view. Okay, here it shows this warning type mismatch cannot convert from view to button. For this, go here and press Ctrl plus 1. It will tell you to add a cast. The cast has been added and the warning has also gone now. Text view is equal to T is equal to find view by ID R dot ID dot text view result. Go to last semicolon, Control plus 1 to add a cast. Okay, so far this is good. Now let's since we want something to happen when we click on the button, so for that one we have to type B is for button. B dot set on click listener. Here it requires on click listener type of object. So let's create one object, new on click. This will be my class. Yes. Go to last semicolon. Here it shows some message. On click cannot be resolved to a type. If I press Ctrl plus 1, it tells me to create a class on click. So click this one and enter. Here it shows that the source folder is sum2apps dot slash source. That means this one, and the package is this. That means this is the package. I don't want to create a new class in a separate file like this main activity.java or something, some new .java file. I want the new class also to be a part of this main activity.java only. So I'll click in closing type. So this way the new class will be placed in this com.sum2app NumbersApp dot main activity. That means go into this package and in this file to place the new class. This will be my public class, and inherit abstract methods, finish. Now my new class has been created. Let me cut it from here. Let's go after this method. Control V. Here it shows the first overridden method. Let this argument be, since it is view, let it be V. Okay, now now this onClick class has been created. Here I want to add the logic that I want to happen when I click on this click button. For this, let's proceed further. Let's get the output. Let's get the data from the edit text n1. Edit text n1 now is being referenced by even element. For this, what I can do is, let me create an integer type of data. Int n1 is equal to, since the output from edit text will be in string format, so I have to convert it into an integer. How I convert is, I use this class integer, control spacebar, integer dot, just a minute, let it be integer. Okay, I will use a Java integer dot parse int. Then here I need to mention the string one. String will be the content which is there in e1 element. For this I can go to add e1 dot get text. It will return me an editable type of thing. Now to convert this editable type of thing into string, I have to use the method toString. Okay, this is done now. Let for the next number n2, I'll type int n2 is equal to, similarly, integer, control spacebar, java langs integer dot parseInt e2 dot get text. It will return an editable type of object. So let's convert it into string dot toString, go to end, semicolon. Okay. Now let's calculate sum. Int my sum. My sum will be the addition of two numbers n1 plus n2. Now let's put this my sum into, assign this my sum to text view type of element. For this, since my sum is integer, and the data that will go into this text view element, it will be in string format, so I have to convert this integer to string. For this I will use the toString class. How this is done: to set data into a text view type of element, I'll type t dot set text character sequence text. Okay, here it requires some text, so I have to convert my sum into a text. For this I use integer dot just a minute. I'll use the Java class integer dot to string. Here I need to pass this parameter my sum. Okay, now my application is ready, so I can test it. For this, first save all window, Android Virtual Device Manager. Let's start this AVD, Android Virtual Device, launch. Okay, now this has been launched, so I can close this window. To run this application, right click, run as Android application. Wait for some time. Let's go to this application screen. Now my application is running in this. Let's test 2 and this is 3. Let's calculate the sum. The output is 5. Let's change 10. This is 30. Calculate sum. This is 40. And if I go to the home screen and I see the applications, I'll see there the sum to numbers is there now. If I double click, this will pop up. Let's check more time. The output is 130.